Mondays with Mack, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Grab a Coke with a friend. Together tastes better.
It took a while to get here, but it's a Monday in the football season, and so that means it is Mondays with Mack. We are joined by the Hall of Fame head coach of the Tar Heels, Mack Brown. My name is Jones Angel. The show brought to you by our friends at Coca-Cola. And, Coach, a little bit different this year. We're not next to each other, but we can still talk some Tar Heel football. And, boy, isn't it great that we get the chance to. Your team kicking off this Saturday against Syracuse.
Jones, it really is. I know our fans are excited. Our players are so excited. They've worked so hard. Our coaches have worked hard. There were times where we weren't sure we would be able to play, and you saw the Big Ten shut it down for the fall. You saw the Pac-12, and you thought, we're probably next, probably going to happen. But I really applaud Commissioner Swafford, the presidents and chancellors in our league, the athletics directors, and the coaches for working through this and giving our players a chance to play this weekend. So good for them that they've handled all this. They've navigated these crazy waters in this roller coaster whirl, and the players and coaches have done the same, where we're about to go back and do what we love to do on Saturday.
Coach, I know there's a lot of things to be excited about and proud of. I would think you're particularly proud of your guys. It seems like they have really taken ownership of keeping each other safe and taking ownership of understanding that this is a unique situation that everybody has to be a little bit flexible about. Yes,
Jones, the virus spreads so quickly that if it gets into your team, it can spread easily. And we've told our guys that their social life is with each other. The NBA probably did it best. They had their bubble, and people couldn't get in the bubble, and that taught us that we need to create a bubble with our football team, and that's the only way it's safe to play, and not let people from outside the bubble come in, because we're not sure where they've been or who they've been around or what their test shows. And now we'll be tested 3 days a week. We're tested Monday morning, Wednesday after practice, and then Friday afternoon. And we may not even get some of those tests back till Saturday morning at 9. So we could be determining who can coach and who can play at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. So just grab them, hold on. It could be really different. But that's what we've told our players. You want to play. The only way to play is wear a mask, social distance, wash your hands, and make sure that you do everything right. And then you have a lower risk of getting the virus.
Coach, from a pure football standpoint, how have you felt like the last month or so has gone with your team?
We're really happy that we feel that football is not spreading the virus, and we weren't sure when all this started. But we haven't had a positive in over a month, and we've had a lot of practice now, 21 days of practice. So with this, I do feel safe for the guys on Saturday. We've got to try to make sure we wear a mask as much as we can, but you're outside, the air is flowing, and they've told us that really contact tracing would only be if you stood next to somebody on the sideline without your mask for 15 minutes or more. So we've even made all of our practice, all of our drills in practice where they're 10 minutes or less, so none of our guys will be standing next to somebody for a long time. And let me say too, Jones, that our indoor area and our outdoor practice area has been perfect for us to prepare under these conditions. We've got 24 fans in the indoor area. You can open 10 garage doors that allow the wind to come in and out. So I don't think our players could be practicing in a safer environment than they are now.
Coach, last thing, have you been pleased with the progress that you've seen on the field? I know this was a unique camp since you did not have a spring as you traditionally would.
Yes, I've been pleased with the attitude of the players. We haven't had what you would call a bad practice where they weren't focused and weren't ready to come out and get done what we've needed to get done. We've talked at nauseum about guys cross-training, so if somebody's sick or can't play, somebody else has got to step up. We've talked at length about depth. We've got to be able to play more players this year, and the players have really responded to that. So the early games that we've seen have been full of a lot of mistakes, but hopefully we'll be prepared on Saturday to play.
Carolina hosting Syracuse in Kenan Stadium. We'll join Coach later in the week to preview that matchup with the Orange. Thanks for joining us on Mondays with Mack.